Okay boys, Coco Rosa was just released. This was my second favorite skin shown in Brawl Talk, so let's talk about it today. What's going on, Jam Fam, and welcome back to the gaming station. As you can tell from the opening, I picked up Coco Rosa this morning, so today I just wanted to show her off to you guys and discuss if I think she's worth 150 gems or not. Okay, let's get started with the most upfront thing about this skin, the design. The skin throws heavy 80s beach vibes, which I kind of think was the entire goal this season when you look at the trailer, this skin, Surfer Carl, and then Buzz's entire design. They're really leaning into that light blue and neon pink colors, just like with Carl's skin, and it continues to add to the 80s aesthetic in my opinion. One of my absolute favorite things about this skin is her sunglasses. I don't know why, but it looks really good on this skin, and I think it's a nice touch overall. Another thing that's really noticeable is that Rosa dyed the middle part of her hair. It does look pretty cool, but I'm not crazy about the things in her hair. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be rocks or clips or something like that. They don't look bad, but I don't know. I don't think they were needed for this skin. And the last thing I want to touch about this skin's design is the main theme of it, and that's the coconuts. I love the fact that they made them her gauntlets. They look great in my opinion. I also really like the fact that her plant is now a coconut tree with a face painted on it. I don't know why, but it works really well for me, and you can actually see the difference when you play it in game, but we'll talk about that in the effects part. Okay, moving on from her design, we're going to talk about her animations now. Her idol and her winning animation are the same thing. Her and her plant start dancing around, doing a shake and slide. They're just vibing after their win or when they're sitting in the lobby. Very small nitpick on this. I kind of wish in the lobby it had only looped a few times, as I find it kind of distracting that it goes the entire time you just sit in the lobby. It could be because I'm not used to it, and I don't think there's another skin that does this, but I don't know, it's just not my personal taste. I kind of wish it only looped like 2 or 3 times, or like every 40 seconds she would do one round of it. Okay, moving on to her losing animation. She kind of just stares at the ground. She looks pretty upset. Then her plant jumps off her back and refuses to look at her. Then she falls to her knees, still not looking around at all. It's pretty dramatic, and I think it's pretty funny how the plant refuses to look at her. Overall, I really like the losing animation. I think it's great, and I think it's got a lot of personality to it. Okay, the last thing to go over before we talk about if I think this skin is worth the gems is the effects, which is arguably the most important part of any skin. First off, there's no voice line changes to this skin, and I'm on the fence about that personally. Rogue Mortis has his voice lines put through a distortion effect, and that skin is also worth 150 gems. However, thematically, I don't think something like that would work for this one because Coco Rosa is just supposed to be Rosa having fun on the beach. Maybe if they had added or replaced some of her voice lines with some cheesy 80s catchphrases from like Baywatch or something, I would be happy with that. But then that also comes with its own problems, like getting the voice actor to do the lines and then paying her appropriately and then adding them into the game and stuff like that. I'm probably the only person who thinks about this type of stuff, but adding these small little touches to skins, especially when you get into the 150 gem range, makes them worth so much more value in my opinion, which is why every time I do one of these skin reviews, I do mention this type of stuff. But anyway, let's move on to the more important effects, the attack and super animations. Okay, first off, her attack animation looks great. It shows her throwing blue coconut punches with faces on them. Again, that's the theme of this skin, so it makes total sense that her punches would change to coconuts. I really like the way these look, and when you think that they could have just phoned it in and put the normal attack effects on this and probably nobody would have noticed, I think it's a really nice touch. But in my opinion, the best part of this skin is the super animation. She gets covered in the tree and it looks crazy good. The brown and pink look really good together, and then the painted pink face on the tree is a little intimidating in my opinion. You can really believe that the coconut tree is really acting as armor for Rosa when she activates it. Okay, so now the big question. Do I think this skin is worth 150 gems? Yeah, I do, but it's under the condition that you don't already have Brawloween Rosa. I personally think you get a lot of the same value from that skin, and that skin was either free or it only cost 79 gems if you bought it for gems. That skin still has attack and super animations that look really good, but you don't get the winning and losing animations that you get with Coco Rosa. But honestly, not everyone cares about that type of stuff, and to some people, Brawloween Rosa may look better as a skin. That's a subjective thing though, so I don't want to speak on that entirely. I do have my nitpicks with Coco Rosa. The lobby animation always on loop, no voice line changes, and the things in her hair for whatever reason. But overall, this is a great skin, and I do think it's worth 150 gems, like I said. I'm honestly really happy I picked it up, especially considering I don't have Brawloween Rosa because I didn't pay the gems for her, and I didn't win the challenge. But let me know if you picked up the skin today, or just what you think about it after me showing it off here. The last skin I want to do a review for like this is going to be Dino Leon, I think. I'm not sure when that comes out, but be on the lookout for that either way. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.